Well, what did you expect? You think all these teams were just going to struggle for the rest of the year? I think the Wild, Stars, Avalanche, Canucks, Coyotes, that they were all just going to keep losing for 30 games to finish off the season? Yeah, they may have struggled for 10, but there's 20 games left. They're not going to struggle for all 30 games. That's just not how it works. It's not how it works. Teams bounce back. You think the Avalanche don't know how to get through this stretch after going exactly through it last year, battling and making it into the playoffs on the last game of the year? You think that experience won't help them? Think they're just going to lay down, roll over? Think the Hawks, everything that happened those last 10 games, you thought this would come easy? That's just not how it works. This is going to be a ride. So best buckle up.
Sucker bleu. I want to overact.
What was that?
This is going to be a good year.
Not too shabby. The best game ever. Welcome to Hawks Recap. Game 62 of this Hawks season. The Blackhawks lose at home to the Colorado Avalanche by a score of 5-3. 4-3 if you don't count the empty netter. Obviously, by that scoreline, you'll know that this game didn't get into overtime, which means the Hawks don't get one of those loser points. One could argue, and I would argue, that they played well enough that they could have won this game. They played well enough that they could have gotten a point in this game. This was definitely not one of their worst games. This was a good game that they played. Some may say they deserved a point. They deserved a win. The problem with that is that in hockey, and a lot of other things, deserving of something means jack squat. Doesn't matter if you deserve something. You got to earn it. You have to score a goal or you don't. You have to make a save or you don't. You have to get a win or you don't. You have to get a point or you don't. And the Hawks in this one don't. The Hawks outshot the Avalanche 44-31 in this game. Doesn't matter in the end. Does not matter, especially when you're taking a bunch of penalties in the first half of this game. When you give up 2 breakaways, the other team, the Avalanche, they capitalized on all those mistakes. They earned it by capitalizing on them. The Hawks had a 6-on-4 power play advantage at the end of the game for about a minute and a half. If they would have scored, they would have earned a point. But they didn't, so they didn't earn it. Blackhawks played a good first period. Besides the couple penalties they took, they played well. They took it to the Avalanche at times. Varlamov earned the saves. Made saves when he had to. Dylan Strome, wide open net. Hits the post. He didn't earn that goal. He doesn't get it. Varlamov makes a couple more saves on some really good chances by the Hawks. And well, the puck comes the other way. Counterattack. Colorado 4-on-2 opportunity, but the Hawks have defensemen back, and yet Colorado still gets a breakaway out of that situation. Should never happen, but it does. Soderberg gets the breakaway, 5-hole, scores. He earns the goal. Delia does not earn the save, and the Avalanche take the 1-0 lead heading into the second period. Dylan Strome would earn a goal in the second period. Halfway through, Blackhawks on the power play. Gustafsson with a shot from the point goes wide, but it hits off the end boards, comes back in front. Dylan Strome right there whacks it in past Varlamov, and the Hawks have tied this game up. With about 2 minutes left to go in the second period, the Avalanche go on the power play once again, and they score on what seems like an indefendable play. The down low to guy in the slot to back of the net. I don't know how this play keeps working, but it does. Something inside me just tells me to just not cover the guy down low. Don't go for him. Don't. Just don't. He can't score from down there. Cover the guy in the slot. Well, I'll just take it right to the net. Let him. I'd rather take my chances on that than let the guy in the slot get a wide open shot. Let him take it to the net. Let the goalie make a save and then battle hard and clear any garbage if there is any. I don't get how hard this is. So it looks like the Avalanche have made this a 2-1 game going into the third period, but the Hawks come out right after it with a big shift from their top line. Jonathan Toews, Patrick Kane, Drake Caggiula come out and put in the work. With 30 seconds remaining in the second period, Jonathan Toews with the puck just outworks the entire Avalanche defense, earns this play, gets the puck over to Patrick Kane with a wide open net, and he does not miss. This top line earns the goal that ties this game up at 2 apiece going into the third period. About 3.5 minutes into the third period, the Blackhawks pick up the puck in the defensive zone. Jonathan Toews with the puck, trying to break out. Gabriel Landeskog picks the puck away from him, takes it away, and then out battles Jonathan Toews to get a shot off. Yoki Haru is not quick enough to shut that lane down, shut that shot off, and Landeskog snipes it by Delia. Landeskog earns that goal, and he earns his team the lead once again. Credit to the Blackhawks. They keep falling behind in this game, but they keep battling back. They keep tying this game up. Halfway through the third period, Blackhawks on the power play again. Gustafsson with a shot from the point. It's redirected by DeBrincat. DeBrincat picks up his own rebound, not once, but twice, and puts it by Varlamov. DeBrincat earns this goal, and he earns his team a tie game once again. The Blackhawks would take it to the Avalanche in this third period. Good shift after good shift after good shift. Varlamov kept coming up big, but the Hawks kept coming back. They kept battling. They kept getting great offensive zone time. And then Cuckoo makes a terrible pass, which leads to a breakaway, and Comfer, well, he does enough to get the goal. Hits the post, but the puck then hits off Delia and goes in. And with about 5.5 minutes left to go in this game, the Avalanche retake the lead. The Avalanche took away the shooting lane from Cuckoo, so he didn't shoot. I'm completely fine with that. Don't pass it where he did, though. Put it in the boards. Put it down low. Cycle. Outwork them again. Don't just give it away to the Avalanche and let them beat you with a stretch pass up the ice for their second breakaway goal of the game. Just don't do it. It's just not the play to make. Like I said earlier, the Hawks would have a 6-on-4 power play opportunity, extra man advantage on the ice for the last minute and a half of this game to tie this game up again. But they couldn't get the job done. Instead, they give up an empty net, shorthanded goal, and the Avalanche win this game 5-3. Do I sound frustrated? I think we all are. A little bit, at least, right? It's games like this that I kept thinking about when I kept saying that the Hawks, I didn't think they were going to make the playoffs. It's just games like this. You play well, and it just doesn't go your way. In a time of the season where you really need it to go your way. Hockey is a beautiful game. It's not always fair, and it's downright frustrating at times. But there's 20 games left. There's 20 games left. A lot can change in 20 games. Hell, a lot changed in the last couple days. So whatever you believe, whether or not you're of the same opinion as me, of the Blackhawks' fate, keep believing, whatever that is, until mathematics say otherwise. Thank you so much for watching this episode of Hawks Recap. Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. I'd love to read them. Like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate that as always. Remember, I'm doing a giveaway when we hit 400 subscribers, so keep that in mind. But most importantly, stay safe, make good decisions, and I'll see you next time.